It is very time consuming and it is very labor intensive, and it's increasing. Well, you can imagine if 300 people are dying a year and we investigate everyone as a homicide, that's increasing our homicide investigations by 300 cases a year. So it's very difficult, and we're very thin and we're worn to the bone, and I'm not sure, honestly, how long we can continue with overdose death task force. Without some more detectives to work at the street level, more prosecutors. The overdose death task force has been very successful, but it is very labor intensive. But it's been very successful. I wanted to show you something else right quick. I wanted to talk to you about the shots fired. I'm switching gears over now to shots fired in Knox County, in Knoxville City. Just to let you know about the crime that's happening and the shootings that are going on, gun violence. These are totals for 2018. Okay, so these are the numbers of total shots fired by offense in 2018. The number one crime that shots were fired in are aggravated assaults. Okay, that's no surprise. Aggravated assault is when you shoot at someone and you don't kill them. Okay, so it's a shooting basically, but the person doesn't die. So in 2018, we had 147 aggravated assaults with a weapon in Knoxville City, investigated by KPD. Okay, we had by far more aggravated assaults than anything else. The second closest thing was vandalisms. For the year, with a weapon, somebody shot a gun somewhere, and there were 33 vandalisms, so there's a big jump down, okay? And in 2018, there were 16 homicides, obviously, with a gun. That's a gun homicide. So aggravated assaults and homicides are what most people that are involved in gun violence, that's how the victims are becoming involved. The places that those are happening in Knoxville City, so you'll know, where do you think most people are located when they are involved in a gun-related crime? If you're the victim of a gun-related crime, where do you think you're most likely to be? Home. Home, exactly. Home is where the vast majority of those took place. Home. Followed by an apartment complex, which lots of people live in an apartment complex, so clearly it's still home, followed by roadways and alleys, so out on the street. What days of the week, Knoxville City, do you think are the days of the week that you're most likely to be shot with a weapon in Knoxville City? Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, nighttime. Yeah, Saturdays and early morning, Saturdays and Sundays. Those are by far the two most dangerous days to be out in Knoxville City when we're looking at gun violence. I wanted to show you this too, because dealing with that gun violence, we use some things. I want to talk to you for a second about IBIS and NIDIM. Okay, when we have a shooting, we have shell casings left, okay? We have different things. Sometimes we find a gun, okay? We don't know if that gun's connected to a crime, but we've got a gun, so we want to deal with that and see if it is connected to a crime. Sometimes we roll up on a scene and we don't have a gun, we've got casings everywhere, so we want to test those to see if those are related to a crime. Sometimes we have a suspect. We want to see if he's related to a gun or some casings. We want to put it all together to see the big picture about how all this gun violence fits together. So we collect all of those casings and mark them and put them in a system called IBIS, which is the Ballistics Integration System, okay? We take the guns that we get and we fire those guns, and when a gun is fired, it will leave a certain marking on the casing. So we take these guns, we fire them, and then we take the casings that come out of the guns, we enter those into that system. Okay, we identify everything, whether it's related to a crime or not. We find it, we identify it, we try to start putting pieces together like a puzzle. All of that information is entered into something called NIBIN. NIBIN stands for the National Integrated Ballistics Informational Network.